To really understand how I made $100,000 in a van, you must first go back to where it all started. Before I really get into this blog, man, I want to take y'all back to pretty much where it all started and where my whole life changed. And that was when I was incarcerated. That's really where everything my whole perspective on life and, how I want to live moving forward and everything, a lot of that changed during that time. And, I said this before, and I want to drill in this point. So, y'all bear with me and stay with me. And I need y'all to watch this entire video from beginning to end. It's all going to connect. When I was locked up, I was constantly trying to fight my case, and I was helping people go home and stuff like that. I was writing motions for them, and I was like looking up stuff in the law library. And, a lot of people didn't really understand some of the legal rhetoric and, different stuff. So I was helping them. And I was locked up exactly 25 months, man. I spent 25 months in jail, just a little bit over 2 years. And I was constantly, seeing people go home. And, when you're in jail, they'll say like, oh, room 412 Johnson, pack it up. Room 211 Davis, pack it up. So you get that pack it up call, like almost every day, every other day is somebody going home from jail and new people coming in. So when you spend as much time as I did in jail, you're going to see a lot of people come and go. And even though you're always happy when people, get a chance to get out of jail, it's kind of like a bittersweet feeling, because it's like, when is it going to be my turn? When are they going to tell me like, hey, Chris, pack it up? So, they would tell numerous bunkmates that I had that it was time to pack it up. I saw so many bunkmates leave jail before me, and you don't really realize how discouraging that is, man. It's just like, wow, when is it going to be my time? Am I going to sit in here forever? Like, they're not giving me no bond. They're not letting me out. They're not moving my case forward. They're not taking me to trial. I'm just sitting here. And every time that someone is let out of jail, that's a roommate, you pack it up, they gather all of their stuff and they have their own personal belongings. And I used to drag their stuff to the front door. And that's when the guard comes and takes them downstairs so they can change. And you drag their stuff to the front door. And every time I would drag someone's stuff to the front door and be like, man, it's good to see you getting up out of here, man. That's great. They would always say, man, your time is coming, Chris, man. Just keep your head up, man. I'll see you on the other side. That was like a familiar phrase. I'll see you on the other side. And they leave and you just get a whole new bunkmate. You stay, have a cell to yourself for like a day or two, and the next thing you know, you got a whole new bunkmate. So I heard that so many times that it just kept being discouraging and discouraging and discouraging. So when I got out of jail, I had to go to another facility to, I had like a small minor charge that I had to go to that facility. So I had bonded out of the main jail that I was at. And then I went like down the street, to another jail. And I checked in. I remember checking in at like, 7, 8 o'clock at night. By the time I got to my cell, it was like 10 o'clock. So now I'm in a cell with a whole new person in a whole nother jail. And I'm asking him what he's here for. He was here for a murder. And he was telling me about what happened. He got drunk one night and, something happened, disagreement happened. He ended up shooting somebody and, catching a murder charge. And, I remember talking to him, and here I am for the first time. When I was in the other jail, I had the higher charge. And everybody that used to come in jail always had a smaller charge. So they were leaving before me and everything. And here I am with a larger charge being stuck there. But in this situation, I go over there for a minor charge and I have bond the next day. So I'm sitting up there. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm sitting up there. We just talking. We just kicking it from 2 in the morning. And he's telling me about his situation. I'm trying to give him some legal advice. I have like all these legal books. I'm trying to share them with him, and I'm trying to talk to him and really help him and inspire him. And he's telling me they have little family support and little money and stuff like that. But he's still trying to give me everything he can. Man, I got some soap. You want some soap? I got, extra towel if you need a towel. Man, you want some snacks? You want something to eat? I got an extra toothbrush. He's like being very generous, man. So this notion that there's no good people in jail, that's just not true. And I was like, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So we go to sleep, 5 o'clock in the morning. They pop the doors, bring us breakfast. I'm not even hungry, bro. I'm so I'm so excited to go to bond because I just want to get out of jail. So I go to bond. It's like me and 6 other people. 7 of us go in front of this judge at this other jail. And I was the only one that got a bond. My bond was $35,000 and I bonded out. And I remember coming back to the jail and I'm telling everybody, oh, yeah, I got a bond, man. I'm calling my folks and stuff like to come get me. And they had popped the door and said, Chris, pack it up. I get my stuff together, man, say my goodbyes, and I go home. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm riding home, this is the moment that's so surreal for me. I should have been kind of happy that I was getting out of jail for the first time, able to see outside. I'm looking at the trees, the cars, all the food places that I never thought I'd eat at again. Chick-fil-A, all these places that I used to love to eat at. You know what I'm saying? My folks talking about, man, where's a place you want to go eat at? But I honestly, in my mind, and this how much jail just messes with you, I just wasn't happy, bro. Like, I just really wasn't happy. I was in a really dark place, man. You ever been free, but not free mentally? That's really where I was at. I was physically free, but not free mentally. I was moody. I had a bad attitude. I remember my mom saying, it seems like you're not really happy to be home. And I kept thinking about the dude I had just left in jail, the one that was in jail for murder. I kept thinking about him and I really felt kind of sad, bro, for him, to be honest with you, because I know what it's like for people to leave and I be the person that's stuck there. I just went through that for 2 years. I know what it's like. So for the first time, he was me. He was that dude watching people like me leave him. And I just kept thinking like, yo, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be packing up another nigga bags and they tell me, man, Chris, man, I might see you on the outside, man. Keep your head up. Now I'm telling him that, yo, I hope to see you on the outside, man. Keep your head up. And that's a hard feeling, man, to just know that everybody is going home and you just waiting on your turn. Like, that shit is deep, bro. Like, this shit is really deep. Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking in, man. Welcome to the business blog part 2, man, showing you how to make 100K in a van, man. 100K in a van. And I figure we might as well start where it all started from, man. This is the Cobb County Jail. This is the jail that I spent 2 years of my life at, man. Exactly 25 months to be exact. And, it brings back a lot of surreal memories being here. It's kind of nostalgic and everything, just thinking about it. And when you look at this whole entire building, it's like 2,000 people live in there. You know what I'm saying? And y'all really can't see the surroundings, but this is like a regular main road that this jail is attached to. Where people go shopping, people go to Burger King, they go to Marshall, they go to Burlington Coke Factory, they go to it's a mall down the street. Everything is like connected to this road right here. And it's like, you never would think 2,000 inmates are living in here on a day-to-day basis, man. So when I was in here, and it's kind of crazy because you be missing your freedom so much, man, that you just literally be in there. Look at these windows. Look how small these windows are. That's your only ability to see any of the outside, and that's if you're in a room that actually has a window. And that's if you're in a room that has a window. Not all rooms have windows. So that's that thin little bar of glass is your only connection, man. So we used to be in there and literally be counting the cars, bro. That's what really, this parking lot that I'm at right now, we used to literally just be counting cars go by. That's how we kind of used to let our day go by. That was our closest we had to freedom. So it was actually crazy, man. But when I was in there, a lot of y'all know I got a background in the medical field, and I was kind of wondering, like, what am I going to do with my life when I get out? I was worried. I had been working at my job like 7 years, clocking in, making $33 an hour. I was doing really, really well, about to become a manager. And I was like, what am I going to do when I get out? Because this was like all I know. I went to school, got a degree, and that's what I did for my entire life. And a lovely female, you know what I'm saying, that I was with at the time and still with, gave me an idea and was like, you can do whatever you want to do. You're very smart, you're intelligent, and whatever you want to do when you get out, you'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to support you. And that's really big, because I talk about Also, any business that you in, you got to have someone that has your back and also can see your vision as well. That's really important too. You don't want to be trying to start a business, but she trying to tell you to go clock in and work 40 hours a week. You got to have someone that is willing to be patient with you so that you can see your dreams come true as well. And from there, man, it was just like the trucking business manufactured from there. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, I'm gonna buy a van and I'm gonna see where it takes me. And we about to see where it took me. Ooh, right there. What you probably hear right there is people tapping on the window, man. So that's what I tell you, the only freedom you get is literally that bar of glass that I tell you about. So even as we sit out here, people are tapping on the window trying to see what's going on or just trying to get your attention. And you know, this is like seeing me out here is their connection to the outside world, because everybody else in there is just an inmate or a guard. So that's just how crazy it is, bro. It's just how crazy it is. So for me to be on the other side now, standing out here, coming back to the same place, I'm not too far from where I used to literally be getting in a big old van and going to court. I'm not too far from where these vans are parked at. You can't even see them right now, but they park. The same vans used to take me to court are the same vans over here. So, you know, to be able to stand out here and tell my story, I didn't really know if I ever be able to see freedom, to keep it real with you. You always know you're innocent, but you know how it is in the criminal justice system. Innocent don't always mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of innocent people in jail. So as much as I thought I could get out, to be honest, I didn't know if I would get out. So to be on this other side and be able to tell this story is actually a blessing. So stay tuned, man, and we're going to get more into it. So that's where this whole entrepreneur thing started. Like, I don't want to continue to work for someone, and I'm just working and building up someone else's dream. And right then is when the trucking business just kind of started. I remember having a conversation with my girl, came to the jail and visited me, and she was like, we're going to buy a van and just keep buying vans and keep buying vehicles and just turn this into a trucking business. And that's pretty much what happened. So obviously at that time, I still got the cleaning business, you know, and the cleaning business is doing really well. You know, I got like 10 buildings. I just got another building recently, hired someone to work it. And it's a large building. It's fairly clean already. All you got to do is just kind of maintain it. So I'm going to take y'all into showing you what I have to do on a weekly basis when I hire people to clean buildings, that I still have to go around and check the buildings to make sure that they're clean. You can never expect someone to clean a building better than you can. So you can hire someone and they'll be good, but you got to double check behind them. Every now and then you got to drive by that building, go inside and be like, let me see if they really clean well. Look around and check on stuff.
Disarmed, ready to arm.
So now that I came in and set the alarm off, I got to make sure and check it. So if you look at this facility right here, as you can see, this is like a patient area, you know what I'm saying, and all this kind of stuff. So they want this building clean pretty frequently, like daily. So I got to come in here and check and make sure that the guy I hired is actually cleaning. So I'm going to take you, it's already been cleaned, so I'm going to take you around and show you basically kind of like what I got to do, which is check all the trash cans. So empty, bathroom, do a bathroom check. Empty trash can. It looks good in here. Now, so after you check the trash cans and make sure that they're straight, obviously you want to make sure that the workstation is pretty cool. So you want to make sure they always put chairs underneath. Sometimes the chairs will be like that. Even though you hire someone to clean, they may just leave it like this. So you always want to make sure that stuff is kind of straight. You always check in to make sure it's not, you know, dust and stuff like that. Check another trash can. Dust. Chairs. So there's a little bit more that goes into it. Obviously, you got to mop the floors, and you know you want to do even simple stuff. You want to make sure you take the dust off the computers and stuff like that. So simple stuff that you do, but this is the gist of actually checking up on a building that you hire someone to clean. I always want to make sure you stop by here just to make sure that they're doing it, because nobody's gonna take care of your business like you would. But that's a new account, pays a lot of money per month for that account. So I definitely don't need to lose that account. But that's the cleaning business. Obviously, I still got the YouTube business. I could blow this up more. Like I could do a lot of videos and be probably making like $5,000 a month doing videos. But you know, I don't really do that, man. I don't really have the time with the trucking business to kind of, and just living life. I like to play basketball. I like to spend time with my family, to try to do as many videos as I can. Plus you got to watch all the battles over and over again to recap them and stuff. It's very time consuming. And you got to think also, like, this is the most negative culture that I'm a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, only here is when people talk about the case and everything. So it's like, why do I want to give so much to a situation that's kind of still slightly negative? That's my mind state. So I give enough to make money and to enjoy the battles, but I don't give my all. Like some people give their all to battle rap blogging, people that are very successful in battle rap blogging. There's a way that if you're successful as a battle rap blogger, this is all you can do and probably make you $4,000 to $7,000 a month. And you'd be like, oh, I'm good. It's my only job I need. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't want to invest that much into blogging because, you know, it's just too negative. There's people upset about your comments, upset about your criticism, still want to troll you. It's just like a lot of people just hide behind fake accounts and all this kind of stuff and just want to tear you down. So for me, I give enough, but not too much. And this month, I don't mind showing you what I make because it don't really mean much to me at the end of the day. So this month I made, or last month, $2,300. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? For the amount of videos I did, pretty good for the amount of videos I did. And it takes a lot of time to get to that point. Obviously, I've been blogging a while. I know I came back, created a whole new channel, and in a couple years kind of blew it back up. But, you know, it still takes a little bit of while to get there. But as you can see, if you look at the amount of videos I do, you might be like, oh, Chris don't really blog that much. But look how much money I made in YouTube money. So imagine someone that, there's people that can blog every day, bro. They can do a blog a day to where at the end of the month, they got 30 blogs done. At the end of the month, for me, I may have 15 blogs done, 12, 14, something like that. I don't blog that much. So $2,300, enough to pay the mortgage, maybe another, you know, buy you an outfit or two or whatever. And that's pretty much what I use YouTube for at the end of the day. Now, let's get into this trucking business. Now, I'm going to take you on this whole journey and show you this vehicle that I purchased, you know, at the end of the video. That's why I want to make sure that you watch this video to the end. But I'm going to show you how to make $100,000 just in a cargo van. Forget the box truck, forget the Sprinter vans and all this other stuff that you know, I've gotten over the years. But I'm going to show you just in a cargo van, just a cargo van. And I showed you in the other video, the cargo van, my very first cargo van that I ever bought. I showed you that. And just in that, you can make $100,000. I'm going to show you how. First thing, you obviously got to create an LLC. You got to do that. You got to get insurance. You know, those are the two things you got to get off rip. You can go get your DOT number. You can go get your authorities, but your business license and insurance is what you need at first. And you need to create this thing into a business, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And then that your business is what needs to be paid, not you. So when they send checks and monies and all that kind of stuff, they send it to your business. So you need to go to the bank, opening you up a business account, and now you can try to create you some business credit. So I'm going to take you step by step. So after I created the business, I created business cards for it. And that's very important because you never know who you meet. You want to be professional. You want to make it seem like, you know, you got everything on the up and up. You want to make sure you have business cards. So that's the thing. Create you some business cards that stand out, that's pretty interesting, that's pretty unique to whatever it is that your business is. Next thing I did was I created a flyer because I figured it's a lot of people that probably need help moving stuff or need some type of assistance delivering something, but they don't have a vehicle. They don't have a pickup truck. They don't have a van. So I was like, I can probably make money just in my city doing little knick-knack stuff. So I created a flyer, and on my flyer it was like, it's $50 just for me to crank the van up and go anywhere. Okay. So these are my rules. $50 for me to crank the van up to go anywhere, up to 25 miles. If you wanted me to go more than 25 miles, like 26 miles up to 50, so 26 miles up to 50, I would charge you $100. Anything over 50 miles, I would charge you not only the 100, but also $1.50 per mile after that. So I had on the flyer that I wasn't doing any unloading without assistance. So I wasn't going there doing no manual labor unless you was going to help me. So that was another thing. And it's a small deposit because I don't want you to call me, tell me that to meet you at this address to move something and I show up and you're not there. And I didn't make no money and wasted my gas. So you had to give me a deposit just to kind of lock me in. Deposit can be small, like $25 or something, Cash App, and then boom, I'm gonna come. So that flyer generated some great income for me. Sometimes when I be sitting around, I'm bored, I just post a flyer on Craigslist. So I made some decent money on this, bro. Like somebody had me move a dresser from their apartment to storage. And I made $150 doing that. All I did was pull up, put the dolly under the dresser, lean it back, drag it to the van, put it on the van, take it off the van, roll it into the storage. $150 cash. Somebody had me move a welding machine. They had bought a welding machine and they wanted it moved from one store to another store. Paid me $200 to move it. So this is straight cash. This is this is all under the table, straight cash. But at the same time, it's easy money. It's very easy money, man. I've helped somebody move like a small living room or something, like a couple couches or whatever. You know, I'm making like $200, $150, $175 to move, $225 to move this couch over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I made like really, really good money. And I was like, yo, this flyer has been a blessing. So you can make money just around your house, just around your city with just a flyer. You'll be surprised how much people want trash move, furniture move, any little thing move. You know what I'm saying? They a lot of times also they could have bought something at a store and just don't really have a way to get it home. And the store doesn't have a delivery company. So they bought something, but they don't have like a way to take it anywhere because it won't fit in the car. So all kind of ways that you can make money with a van just in your city. So I do recommend you creating a flyer and posting it every now and then when you got some available and some free time and you can just work just in your city off your flyer. So that was one source of income in the van. Okay, the next thing you do, sign up for GoShare. GoShare is an app that you can, it's like a delivery app. So a lot of people buy things and they want it moved and they go through GoShare. So like, I don't know if in your city they got a store called Home Goods. It's like a home furniture kind of store or whatever. A lot of people buy things from there, but Home Goods doesn't have a delivery company. They don't have trucks and vans and stuff like that. So if somebody buys something and it doesn't fit in their vehicle, then Home Goods will arrange through GoShare to deliver stuff. And other people use GoShare too. A lot of people use GoShare. So I signed up for GoShare and they send you all these different things like, you know, different jobs through the app, and you can accept them or decline them. And that's another way to make money. So you could be sitting here and GoShare just pops up on your app and tells you like, yo, somebody needs something picked up and taken over here. And they're willing to pay you $60. And you just be like, accept. And then they'll send you all the information and then you go get it and you take it over there and then GoShare pays you. So I'm going to show you an example. This example right here, this came through my phone. It was a mattress. They wanted me to move a mattress, right? Now, a mattress is not really heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really heavy. It's kind of like weird shape and bends and elongated, but it's not heavy. They wanted me to move a mattress 3.9 miles. 3.9 miles, less than 4 miles down the road, and wanted to pay me $50. So you want me to go get a mattress, put it in the vehicle, take it 3.9 miles, take it out of the vehicle, sit it in wherever I'm taking it to, and you're going to pay me $50. That's easy money. One thing about me, man, when I was growing up, my grandmother always told me, if you can't make a dollar, make a dime. And that always stuck with me because it was like, I make all kind of money, bro. I'm not above anything. This whole cleaning business I was telling you about, people would be like, oh, you're a janitor. I ain't no janitor. I own a whole business. I got 10 buildings that I contracted to clean, that I hire people to clean. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to cleaning supply stores and buy cleaning products and sit them in these buildings so that when people go clean them, they have their cleaning supplies. So, but if you tell somebody that's not educated, like, yo, you know, I got a cleaning business, they think like you like a janitor. Like, they don't even be knowing, bro. They don't even be knowing how much money those businesses generate for you. You know what I'm saying? Because of the stigma of what that sounds like, cleaning business, janitor, like scrubbing and mopping, and like, no, I own this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do this stuff. I do it if they cancel, then I have to do it. But I don't really do it. You know what I'm saying? I got other stuff. When it comes to GoShare, that's easy money for me, especially if where you're picking up is very close to where you stay. And that happens a lot of times. This is another situation. This is a painting that they want picked up from Home Goods. So somebody ordered this from Home Goods, but it wouldn't fit in a vehicle. So they are scheduling it to be delivered, and it's a painting. So it's probably a large painting. Maybe it won't fit. I don't know. Maybe they got a coupe or something. I don't know. Maybe the painting won't fit. So they want you to drive 16 miles. Now think back to that flyer I showed you. Remember I told you 0 to 25 miles. I charge $50 on the flyer. Remember I put that in there? So they want you to drive 16 miles and they'll pay you $50 to deliver this painting. These kind of opportunities come to your phone all the time through GoShare. They come through all the time. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting here and you be like, oh, I got an opportunity. So my thing is, this is how you can just sit back and make money. You can buy you a van and then you can sign up with GoShare. Then you can sign up, you can make a flyer and put the flyer online, and you can just wait on opportunities to come. So this is what I was doing in the beginning. Like when I first bought my van, I'm trying to figure out ways to make money. I was making money hand and foot every single way, on weekends, weekdays, all kind of stuff. Like, I'm so much a go-getter, bro. Like, when you have your own business, you are in control of making your own money. It's how much you want to work. So I'm like, oh, you want me to go here, pick up this painting and take it 16 miles for $50? Okay, I'll go do it. Cool. You're going to send me the $50 right away, and I'm going to have $50 in my account. So for me, it's just easy money. So GoShare is another example of a way to make money with a truck. All right, the next thing I did was I signed up for another app called UShip. Now, UShip is a way for, if you have something that you want shipped, you can put it on UShip and then you can hire a driver to take it for you. So let's just say I got a big old couch and I want to deliver it to my aunt who lives in Texas. Then I can go on UShip, set up the delivery, say I need it shipped to Texas, and then a driver will bid on it and send you a quote of what it would take for them to take it to Texas. So let me show you how I use UShip, because UShip pays pretty good, but it doesn't pay great. So you want to kind of like use it with other things. And this is what I say, always try to find a way to maximize any of your earning potential. So I got this company that wants to send me from Atlanta to Philadelphia, right? ATL to Philadelphia. And let's just say that flight probably, I don't know, 700 miles or something like that. Let's just say they're going to pay, for the sake of it, they're going to pay $700. Let's just say they're going to pay you $1 a mile. So 700 miles, $700. You go on UShip and you find out what else needs to be delivered somewhere between Atlanta and Philadelphia that you can take with you. So you go pick up your, whatever it is that you're picking up to take to Philadelphia. If you still have room in your van, then you can go on UShip and be like, okay, what else are they trying to send in the same route that I'm going to Philadelphia? So I saw this. I saw something that was going to like Egg Township or Township, New Jersey or something, which is probably a little lower than Philadelphia, off a little bit to the right. So it's probably about an hour away from Philly. So I see that. I look at the description. It's a car hood, the hood of a car. Now, how large could a car hood be? It seems like it would be pretty thin. It might be wide. So you can turn it all kind of ways to make it fit in a van. You can put it lengthwise. You can turn it up, put it straight. So for me, if I'm already taking something to Philadelphia, why don't I try to take the car hood to New Jersey and make double money. So then you bid on the New Jersey run and you be like, yo, I'm going that way tomorrow. Let me come pick up the hood and I can take it that way too. Now you're going to have, obviously, if you're making $1 a mile to go to Philadelphia and they're paying you $700, they are not going to pay you $700 to take the hood. So you got to charge a lot less because U-Ship doesn't pay as much. So maybe that hood will probably be, maybe it's 640 miles, but you may only be able to bid like $500 on it or something. I don't know. But just think about it. You're already going that way. So now you're going to make the $700 to go to Philly plus another $5 to go to Jersey. This run becomes a $1,200 run. You see how much money that is just to go 700 miles? And then on your way up, you can just drop the hood off in Jersey, cut across the river or the whatever, ocean or whatever, across the bridge into Philly, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Now you have more, now you can drop the Philly load off. That is how you use U-Ship. U-Ship ships all over the United States, man. Wherever you are going for your main trucking business, you can just take U-Ship items with you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to build up your U-Ship account. People got to feel comfortable that you're actually going to be able to, deliver stuff without any issues. So, some of that is just you building up your account and getting good reviews and feedback and stuff like that. So I have shown you the flyer. I've shown you GoShare, and I've shown you U-Ship. These are all ways that you can make money. I haven't even got into the trucking part of like working with companies. So for the trucking company, I go pretty much everywhere, man. I'm like, one minute I'm in Philly, next minute I'm in Dallas, next minute I'm in Arkansas, next minute I'm in Montana, I might be in LA, I might be right back here in South Carolina, and then boom, next thing you know, I'm in Alabama. So I go all over. And one way I started to find out, a lot about what companies, first of all, if you have your own DOT and you have your own authorities and you have your own insurance, you can get on the load boards and you can find your own loads. So that's one thing that you definitely want to do, is try to find your own loads. That way you can maximize the most amount of money that you can get. And, that's a whole nother video on like how to get on load boards or the best way to bid on stuff. But load boards, you just basically pay a fee. You can get on a load board. Like DAT load board is a load board a lot of people get on. And there's a lot of different load boards. So you can get on a load board and find your own load. So that's one way. But when I first got my van, I started working for a courier company. So I was just running around Atlanta doing courier work. But I wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just blessed to even be able to be making some money. I've been locked up 2 years, had an ankle monitor on, couldn't work. And then this is like one of the first things I can do. So I wasn't really tripping. Plus I was able to be free and drive around and see some of the city and different stuff like that. And every time I went to a warehouse and I would see somebody that had another van, I would be like, yo, what company are you working with? You know what I'm saying? Because so through word of mouth, I started finding out why they're there. Like, oh, this company sent me here to pick this up. And I'd be like, okay, let me get the contact information and let me maybe they can put me onto some work too. So I started doing a lot of that. And I started coming up with these companies and finding companies that hire cargo van drivers as like independent contractors. So they'll have a load that has to go to Philadelphia and they'll contact you to take it there. So once I did that, it's kind of changed the game, man. It's just, I was like, okay, I was finding my own loads, but I was also working with people that was finding me loads too. Then I was still doing GoShare, U-Ship, and Flyer. So I'm making money all across the board. So it's never really a day that I just don't have nothing to do. I can really make money every day, any kind of way. If I want to sit at home and post a flyer and just wait on people to react, I can do that. If I want to do some GoShare stuff and go to Home Goods and pick up a painting and deliver it for $50, I can do that. If I want to go to Philadelphia, I can do that. You literally can make money all kind of ways when you got a vehicle. So once I started finding out companies that would ship me like out of town and stuff like that, like to Philadelphia, then when I get to Philadelphia, I meet more people that's in Philadelphia with a van. I'm like, yo, what brought you here? And they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm really from Texas, but they sent me to Philadelphia to deliver this. Oh, what company sent you? Oh, this company. Oh, let me get their information. So I didn't accumulate a lot of companies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get a van and you get a truck and you're trying to find people that hire vans and box trucks and all that, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I can help you find companies to hire you. A lot of y'all right now, y'all hit me up and ask me, yo, what companies send you out of town and what companies do this and what companies have loads. And it's like, have a van first, bro. Like before you hit me up, cause you kind of like just wasting time. Like if y'all that do that and then say y'all don't even have a vehicle, you're so far away. If you don't have a vehicle, insurance, whatever, then we're just small talking at this point. So when you have your stuff in a row, then I can kind of help you a little bit find a certain company. If you want to talk and have an extensive conversation, you can hit me up, man, you know, for a small fee or whatever. I will gladly call you and talk about whatever. Another thing that's good to do is a lot of y'all are on Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook groups for trucking. I suggest you get in one, get involved in one, be a part of one. And, you know, that way when you buy a box truck, they can tell you like maybe who's the best insurance company to go through, or they can tell you who's an insurance broker that can find you really good, cheap insurance. Or you can find a personal dispatcher that might live in your area that can dispatch runs for you. Or you may find a company that hiring box truck workers, independent contractors, and you can drive loads for them. Like a lot of this business, man, is word of mouth and just meeting people and finding out people that already do what you do. So you get into these groups and that's all they talk about is their experiences in trucking. They may be selling vans. Some of y'all want to buy a van. Some of these people selling vans in the group. So join these Facebook groups that's specific for trucking, whether it's Sprinter vans, box trucks, cargo vans, 18-wheelers. I don't know much about 18-wheelers and like big old vehicles that require a CDL, because you don't need a CDL to drive a box truck or a Sprinter van or a cargo van. So I don't really drive big rigs or nothing. So I can't really help you much there. I don't know a lot about that. But as far as box trucks and different stuff, that's more my area right there. So once you find the companies to work with that send you out of town or work you local, you get with UShip, you get with GoShare, you do a flyer, you do all that. Now you're good. After that, you just gotta find ways that make sense for you as a trucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta figure out like, okay, sometimes they'll call you with a run that's just not a good run. And a lot of that is just gonna be experience. Like you just gotta have experience. Like for instance, if you call me on a Friday and say, Chris, I got a run that's going to Orlando. They're paying really good money. And I'll be like, okay, how many miles is it? And they say, okay, well, Orlando is like 500 miles, but they're paying $600 to go there. Okay, that's great money. Very good money. But the problem is that they want you to deliver it on a Friday. You're probably going to get there Friday night or Friday evening. It's going to be after a lot of warehouses close. You're probably going to have a hard time finding any work Friday night after you get there to get you out of Orlando. Saturday is a weekend. It's not going to be a lot of work then. Sunday is a weekend. Not going to be a lot of work then. You don't want to be stuck in Florida the whole weekend. Yeah, it's cool if you want to go to the beach and go to Disney World or something. It's cool if you got family in Orlando. But every day you stay there, the longer you stay, you may have to spend more money on food and maybe get a hotel room. That cuts into your $600 profit. So now that run isn't as profitable as it would have been. So yeah, even though a run could be really, really good, certain days of the week that you have to deliver it, certain times, you always want to make money coming and going. It ain't just going to Orlando. It's like, I got to get to Orlando and then find a way to get from Orlando back to Atlanta, and y'all pay me for all of that. And that comes with experience. That comes with taking runs at the right time so that you don't get stuck with deadhead. And deadhead is basically driving back empty. Like I went to Orlando for $600. Now I'm riding back to Georgia for free, for nothing. And it's just cutting into my $600 profit. So you don't want to do that. Gas is way too high now, bro, at $4 and $4.50 a gallon to be riding deadhead. So some of these runs are just not the best runs. Also, you want to try to make it to where you got to learn gas prices. You got to learn like extra fees. Like if I know I'm going to LA and I know the gas in LA is going to be $1 more than it is here, easily, if not $1.50, I got to make sure I charge right because I'm going to be in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I may be starting here in Georgia with $4 a gallon, but I'm going to end up at $5.50 a gallon. And I got to pay attention to that. So that's another thing. Another thing is tolls. You know, that New Jersey turnpike, that Philadelphia turnpike, that going over the New York Bridge, that Lincoln Tunnel, $13, all that is extra money that if you don't factor into how you bid, it means a lot. Plus, you got to realize traffic too. Like, I know if you want me to go to New York in the daytime and I got to go across that bridge and you want me to go like during rush hour or right after work around 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm going to be sitting in traffic for hours trying to get across that bridge. Do I really want to do that? Is it worth it? These are things you think about. I never forget, bro, I took a run to Long Island. Long Island has like their own bridge or something like that. I never been to Long Island before. I was excited. Like, oh, you want me to go to Long Island, New York? It's literally an island. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take a bridge. The trip was so long. Yeah, it was quick to get to New York. But man, once I got to New York, or a little bit before New York, like maybe start getting into like past Baltimore and all that kind of stuff and Washington, D.C., it was just like, oh man, this traffic is crazy. Now I got to get onto this island and that's like another headache. Then I got to get back across the island in order to get back over. And it's just like, I did all that for $800. You be like literally be thinking about that sometimes, like maybe the trip wasn't worth it. So you got to learn certain things about the trip. You may only do that through experience. Also, you probably want to get a 6-cylinder vehicle. They do have vans that like 8-cylinder and stuff like that. And I know you be thinking, oh, heavy duty, carry a lot of weight, but also high gas. You burn way more miles per gallon with 8-cylinder vehicles. You know what I'm saying? So get you like a nice 6-cylinder van. You can go a lot further with your miles, save a lot more on gas. These 8-cylinder vans be burning gas like this. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts out good as heavy duty. You be, oh, I'm in a heavy duty Ford van. And then you look up and you realize like it's an 8-cylinder. Like, man, I'm only getting, 12 miles or 14 miles a gallon of gas or something. As opposed to a 6-cylinder, I may be getting, 19 or 20. That kind of adds up over time. You know what I'm saying? That kind of means a lot. Watch your food costs. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, fast food is expensive these days. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time you could get a value meal. You can get a number one, might cost you $4.99. Now number one is like $8.99. Everything is inflated higher, man. So be careful on eating a lot of food. First of all, you can gain a lot of weight. You don't have really a good way to work it off. But another way is just like, you can spend a lot of money on food, bro. You can spend like, $7, $8 for breakfast, another $10 for lunch, $10 for dinner. You spend like $30 a day just to eat. That's literally too much money on the road. You got to figure out ways to be more cost effective. Either cut down on some meals or learn how to eat like, 2 for $3 hot dogs every now and then. Sometimes like you just chill, or coupons. Don't like coupons, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now I go to my mom's house. She got a whole bunch of coupons. Subway coupons, Burger King coupons. I don't really eat fast food like that, but I do eat Subway because I like sandwiches. But coupons, you know what I'm saying? 2 foot longs for $10 or something like that. That's pretty good. You can eat one now and save one for later. Like coupons, bro, and just finding good deals means a lot. And sometimes maybe cooking. Maybe start off when you leave your house with your own meal packed and cooked. Gym memberships. You're going to be some places where you're like, okay, I don't want to get a hotel room. I want to sleep in a van. The weather is not that bad. I'm a crash in a van for the night. They got these foldable mattresses. You can fold them three ways. 1, 2, fold. Or you can spread it out. You know what I'm saying? Foldable mattress and a blanket. You chilling in the back of your van. You sleep on a blanket, fold it out. Sleep on a mattress, fold it out. You got the blanket. You got a little bootleg pillow that you bought. And now you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? So you got that. But you want to be comfortable in a van. So obviously, if you're in a van, you can sleep in a van all day long. But how you going to wash your ass? You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to wash your ass at some point in time. That's where gym memberships come in. If you have a gym membership, LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, all these different things, those are big chains. A lot of them in a lot of places. A lot of places got Planet Fitness. A lot of places got LA Fitness. So you can go to these places, and I don't always even go to work out. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, where the LA Fitness at? I'm just about to go take a shower. I just go there and take a shower, freshen up and everything, make sure I ride a lot better. Sometimes you be in a van waiting, you know, sometimes depending on how hot it is, you go to like some South Texas, you might be burning, it might be sweating a little bit in the vehicle, even with the AC on, it might be hot because it's still sun beaming through your window and everything. You go to a doggone LA Fitness, take a shower, you can work out, you can get in a sauna, you can get in a pool, you know what I'm saying? You can get in a jacuzzi. These are just relaxation. You do all this while you're waiting on loads, while you're looking on a load board, trying to find you a load. Be like, man, let me get in the jacuzzi. Still got your phone out, like, yo, let me check a load. Just relaxing. You can do all that at LA Fitness. That's why I like it. That's why I like going to cities with LA Fitness, like Indianapolis, Dallas, Houston, Philadelphia. There are a lot of places with LA Fitness is. You know, if they don't have that, obviously LA. Planet Fitness, that's another place. So I recommend that. And obviously just take care of your vehicle, man. This is your vehicle. So whatever vehicle you got, take care of it. Dash light come on, try to figure out what it is, take care of it. You know, this is your livelihood. This is your situation. So last year, man, I made $100,000 in a van. I made probably about $60,000 in the cleaning business, probably about another, I don't know how much in YouTube money. So I made a lot of money last year, man. A lot of money last year, and I'm blessed because a lot of people don't get a chance to get out of jail and actually do well for themselves. They just find themselves back in the cycle trying to figure out ways to struggle. I mean, continue to struggle, trying to figure out their way to prosper. So now I'm going to show you what it's like to take some of your profits from the $100,000 that you made last year and reinvest it in your business. Because I actually just bought another Sprinter van. Leaving Bank of America right now, taking y'all on my business blog journey of me purchasing a new van, you know, getting it into working and everything. I still got my very first van, man, you know what I'm saying? It's my first joint with the racks on top, still working strong. But I bought multiple vans since then, man, so let me take this stupid thing off. I bought minivans and trucks since then, man. So you just continue to reinvest in your business and everything. And if you can put the money up to buy your vehicles, you come out good. You can rent them. You can go to different places. You can finance them and all this kind of stuff to start your business. But the best thing to do is ownership. Trying to own everything, not really paying people for stuff, but trying to own your own vehicles, own your own vans and stuff like that, and try to do things of that nature. It ends up working out better for you. So take you through this journey. I had to go in the bank and get all this cash, let you know everything is legit. Hold on. They end up putting it in a box, man. They end up putting it all in a box. Like 2,000 joints. Box, man. So just to show you, I had to go and get down there like about 30 racks out, man. Of these little $2,000 things right here. So trying to get it out to show y'all, take y'all through a real journey. Some people just be talking, man. I'm trying to show y'all I'm not talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is like about 28,000 or whatever. But just taking y'all through my journey, man, and we're gonna be back with the vehicle. Here we are, man. We are back with the purchase of the vehicle. Just purchased this vehicle not that long ago. As you can see, this is a Ford 250. You know what I'm saying? A 250. Very popular Sprinter van. Keys right here. You know what I'm saying? No risk, no bag. Always believe in yourself, man. And dream big, man. Dream big. You know what I'm saying? So this is a pretty large vehicle. So let's look at it. Well, as you can see, pretty large vehicle right here, and it's very important, man. You can get a lot of freight in there. Obviously, in that first video, I showed you that I had a cargo van. That was what I started out with. And you got to always reinvest your money, reinvent yourself, you know, elevate, as you like to say. Sprinter van, you know what I'm saying? Purchase a Sprinter van. So length is very important when it comes to a van, because you got to make sure you can get enough freight in here. So take your measuring thing again, and you want to measure. So you'll roll this out. As you can see, 135 inches, 135 inches. So that can tell you that that can probably get 2 to 3 pallets in there. A standard pallet is like 48 inches, so you can probably get 2 to 3 pallets in there depending on the size. Some pallets are smaller than the others. So this is a large van, man. You can stand up in it, stand up in this van almost. My whole body in there. So very, very large van. And been one of the best investments that I had, man, and already putting it to work. So that's all I want to say about it. So yeah, that's a Sprinter van I just bought. So, you know, I got the cargo van, Sprinter van, box truck. And if you're interested in the trucking business, check out this blog. I appreciate it, man. Make sure you watch it from beginning to end. Hopefully, if you at this point, you watch it from beginning to end. If you want some private consultation, you know what I'm saying, for a fee, I will call you. We can talk as long as you want. You know what I'm saying? You can keep calling me and talking to me, and I'll give you advice. But I wish y'all the best, man. God bless y'all. Holla at your boy. Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris Bias.